Still loving your content. Well, thank you so much, buddy. I'll get you up on the Christmas tree after this game, though, because we are now officially in-game. We're not turning round! Thank you so much for the 4 months, though. Top right-hand side, our red Protoss player from Team Liquid. This is MaNa. So this came in from the quarterfinals, of course. No spoilers in the chat or anything, guys. Obviously, some of you and I know the result, but I do not want to reveal that. And I'm going to cast it. I want to see how these games play out, so let's keep it spoiler-free for the people who don't know. As we have got to the bottom left-hand side, our blue Terran player, it is Bunny. So Bunny comes into this as, honestly, I don't even know how to, what to say, kind of like, is he the favorite? He came through time and Q in very close matches. In his group, he looked very good, apart from against Innovation. MaNa in his group, and kind of to make it through, he had a tough time as well. MaNa came in and second place in his group 3-1, looked pretty good. His only loss there in that group was to Denver, I believe. He took down Reno, he took down Marino 2-1. In the end, he took down TLO and Horsem to advance through into the round of 8 of these final playoffs as well. So, yeah, MaNa is kind of like been looking kind of good, I guess, in all honesty. So intrigued to see what he can pull out against Bunny. Obviously, one of the cool things about this event is we do have that Korean and European server crossover, which means that we do get to see the Korea versus Europe aspect of StarCraft 2 a little bit that we don't get to see all of the time. So it's a nice little something. It's allowed us to have a lot of tournaments on the specific server, so lag issues and so are kept to a minimum, but then bring the big finals to the cross-server situation. It's still fun, so... It also helps to keep the time zones apart, because it's very difficult to organize for Europeans and Korean players to play at the same time. As you see, this Reaper is going to pop out and come back down towards the center. Just going to sit here, and we'll continue to run away as that Stalker is just going to chase that Reaper down. Trying to look to pick up that kill at the moment, but the Reaper at the moment is good, and he is off and away. Now the Robo Facility drops in on the main base here from MaNa, as we do see the Nexus being Chrono Boosted on the natural as well. His early game, that fast Robo, has a few different options to it. As Bunny just goes into a second racks pretty fast, he's just going to look to play a Marine-based style. But the fast Robo from MaNa can definitely turn into aggression. If you Chrono Boost out an Immortal or so, there is a lot that you can get done with this. So, you know, moving across the map, but he goes into Twilight as well. Probably means this is not so much about maybe getting an Immortal out super quick or anything along those lines, but rather just playing a bit of a longer game here. So... probably use the Robo into a... Twilight Blink is obviously pretty good. He could maybe go something crazy, though, with a Robo. Maybe, like, Glaives, and then make it, like, an Glaive Immortal attack. Robo finishes up, and the first out will be Observer. There we go. Boom. Makes sense, though. With the Twilight Council, obviously, you don't really want to rush too much aggressive out of this. It just doesn't add up. You can't afford it very easily. As we see that Blink getting started. Why are some players so inconsistent? Because because he's an absolute... Because some players just... I mean, they just are. Like, I mean, StarCraft's a difficult game. Consistency is a difficult thing to achieve in StarCraft 2. When there's so many kind of different ways of playing, there's so many different styles and strategies, and the meta changes so frequently. It's highly competitive. So really, it makes a lot of sense. Reaper hanging out up to the top side. Here's these few Stalkers from MaNa coming across over to the right. We're going to be seeing the Blink coming in from MaNa here is just about halfway done. There's this Reaper of Bunny coming down across the map to try and see, well, to try and see what it can see, really. So, bringing that down. I say, see what it sees. It's already been across to try and see what it sees. It's coming back home now. So I get for trying to reply to someone quickly while I cast. I look like a little bit of an idiot at times. Silly Woody. Well, there's Reaper hopping around here then as we see the Robo Bay comes up on the main base. So, already going in towards that Robo Bay here as we see the Forge dropping down as well. And as again, Blink comes up toward completion. This is looking, I'd say this is looking pretty good at the moment for both of our players. Like, neither of them have been really disrupted. They've both been very just respectful of each other. Neither trying to get any early damage in. In fact, not a single unit lost. Maybe this probe will be the first down as the Reaper comes in, sees the probe, doesn't block the Nexus, but will get a probe kill. So first unit down is Mr. Probe. Nice kill by Bunny. couple of Stalkers coming over, and they will be able to pick up the Reaper kill there, so nice little pick off as we do see a scan coming down. Medevac loads up a few Marines, and so we'll start to take that out across the map. A few more Marines just jumping into that bunker. Bunny, the first to really apply pressure then as we see MaNa straight with that rope away into Colossus. Chrono Boost on the way. And again, these Stalkers just moving out on the map. With Blink, that's what you kind of want the Stalkers to do. Be out on the map, be in position. All of those little bits and pieces here. So, getting those out. And already a Marine getting picked off. So, nice little pick off there. Bio trying to fight, but there's those Stalkers coming into effect right away, able to pick off a Cyclone already. The probes going down in the main base. The drop does come in, gets 4 workers so far, so 3 probes getting picked off here as the Bio stimming forward. Stalkers taking some damage and having to be cautious, and they are being kind of held back for the moment as the Medevacs lift up. And they are going to come over to the right-hand side here, maybe thinking about dropping into the main base. So they're going to be dropping into the main, begin to unload. Bunny straight in here and is, well, going to go straight towards those few probes, looking for some damage. A couple of Widow Mines burrowing up as we do see more Widow Mines coming in as well. Who's going to get the Stalker there? And that's nice, and these probes just pushed into a corner. They have nowhere to go to other than, well, to their grave. Absolutely destructive. 29 workers killed, 31! What? Was this just 31 workers in the main? Oh my god, Bunny has just massacred the mineral line of MaNa, and MaNa is just... Well, is he dead already? It is not pretty at all. It is not pretty at all. Colossus coming up the top side, as you see Bunny chilling out in the upper right above these probes. Gonna come back up towards the main base as we do see this Bioforce with a few Widow Mines continue to come up through the center. Factory from Bunny coming up the left-hand side as well, and just going to be seeing the +1 armor. As about to finish up on that engineering base. So Bunny ready to press in towards the third base. There's a couple of sentries getting set to go. Comes down, Bio and a couple of Vikings able to pick up a kill there on the Observer. As Bunny looking to capitalize on what he's done so far. Bunny just come forwards here and, well, just going to jump on this. I mean, Bunny did a lot of damage, and he not only did damage to the mineral line, like he got a good few Stalkers there as well. The Zealots got killed off. And this is just going to be an overrunning army. Bunny taking game number 1. Go and take us in to the bottom right-hand side, our red Protoss. This is from Team Liquid, MaNa. And to the top left-hand side, our blue Terran from Titan X1. We have ourselves Bunny. So kicking off into game number 2 here of this best of 5. How's everyone doing out in the chat? Hope you're all feeling good. Wardy is the man. You're the man, Bobby Digital 6969. You the man. I actually forgot to put a decoration up on the tree after that last game like I was meant to. Sorry, Prospect. If you're still around, that's just because I was a little bit distracted. I'll get you up after this game. The decoration is on my desk. It's written out. It's ready to go. Just me being useless. What would you know? What would you know? SCV chilling around here as we get this going. Game number 2 on Parasite. Bunny just too good with the drops in game 1. Found way too much damage, putting MaNa very far behind. So putting MaNa into a little bit of an awkward spot to get started as we get this underway. Is it worth playing an old replay of the stream when I do that next time? I mean, it's very rare that something takes up more than, like, you know, usually when that happens, it takes a minute, right? But then, in this case, it took, like, you know, about 3 or 4 minutes. Even still, it's like, putting up an old replay it just takes a little while to set up, and it kind of confuses people a little bit more and stuff like that, so, yeah. If it lasted any longer or stuff, I mean, I wouldn't do it if it lasted longer. And I only really did it in the first place because I thought it was just going to be like 30 seconds. But then something went wrong, I tried something else. Then I realized I had to message someone, and yeah, so apologies. It's one of those weird little blips in life. Go to commercial. If I'd known it was going to take that long, I would have just thrown the commercial break on then. I would have. But obviously, I didn't know it was going to take that long. That's the whole point, right? Like, if I knew I was going to be like 3 minutes or so, just staring and mongoloiding around, then sure. But I was really expecting it to be like 30, 40 seconds. So, my mistake. Oracle on the way up here from MaNa as we get this going. We see this Stalker coming across the map to have a little look to see what's going on. Pylon was saved as that Stalker came across, so not really using the Pylon for much at the moment, but oh, Ripper comes back as the Stalker moves away. This is the opportunity. Still doesn't quite get it, though. Doesn't quite make it. A little bit unfortunate. Ripper going to hang out in the smoke right there. Grenade goes down, and again, that Reaper getting pushed up to the top side. So Reaper having to escape out as we do see the stim pack coming through here from Bunny. Getting that going as the Oracle from MaNa will head in towards the main base and get this underway. So Oracle into the main. Comes straight in and goes for, well, an SCV to begin with. So one SCV already going down. See that starport on the way up now as well, as you see just a couple of racks coming through. Everything just getting set up nice and easily. Bunny again just into the big bio play. Nothing crazy, nothing ridiculous, not trying anything fancy. It's a large map, so you know, a marine tank push doesn't work as well here as it does on other maps. As you see this Reaper coming all the way down to the bottom right hand side. Oracle picking up that Reaper there, so nice job so far as MaNa just cleaning up a little bit of the map control. Is building up the Phoenix obviously will mean that he's going to have some control, and this guy's continuing through. There's the Oracle now, and she turns around and comes back to the center of the map. 2 medevacs on the way, about a pop. As obviously this was played a little bit earlier on, so PPs don't affect us. We skip straight through them. It's like time travel. Phoenix and the Oracle just up at the top. We do see a single Marine on the left side getting picked off there as the Cyclone locks onto the Phoenix. I'm not doing too much with this just yet then, but it does, again, the pressure kind of stop Bunny from maybe feeling like he can move out or so, and it is just kind of going to keep Bunny maybe a little bit cautious here in terms of what he does. He is now coming down the right-hand side of the map. So coming down this right-hand side, heading towards the bottom right corner as we see a few Phoenix and the Oracle going to gather together. Bunny wants to drop into this main in just a couple of moments. Again, last time his drop started to do a lot of damage. He started to find a whole bunch of workers. It was really a turning point of the game for Bunny, where he was able to just really get himself into a hell of a lead, as we do see the another Zala just about to finish up. And again, medevac coming all the way through to the main. Marines on the left side able to pick up a pylon kill, and those Phoenix moving around as well. Marines dropping down. 5 workers already killed. Going to see these Marines jumping straight onto the pylon. So pylon goes down here. Actually empowers a few gates, and these drops again, especially with the Phoenix out, you shouldn't be seeing these drops really doing that much. The Phoenix just in the wrong position, and that's really costing MaNa quite a lot now, because he has to use up all of his lift energy on the Marines. He loses one Phoenix, the medevac will go down, and now everything's out of position for this push into the front. Widow Mines will set up as well, so it's going to be difficult to defend this to begin with. He unpowers the Robo. You can see one of the Widow Mines go off. The other one will survive. Just gets rid of these Zealots. He could probably get another couple of Phoenix kills, and he gets one there. Yes, it's difficult because these medevacs will be targeted as they try to escape. I would just unload the Marines and target down the low health Phoenix. Works wonders, doesn't it? Cyclone here should be lifted. There is energy for it, although it doesn't happen yet. So another Phoenix goes down, and MaNa is just losing out on so many Phoenix. I mean, this is what, like 4 Phoenix lost? Yeah, okay, sure, the resources lost is even, but you don't want to be rebuilding Phoenix, because in the long term, Phoenix don't win you a game. They do a very good job at protecting you and keeping you safe and really kind of powering you up into the mid game. But having to rebuild Phoenix to kind of get that same effect, it just doesn't have the same effect, right? Because now, spending more gas here means the Colossus don't come up as quick. And this is really tough. I mean, 8 minutes, Robo Bay going down. So we're not going to see Colossus in good numbers until, well, with extended thermal lines, until at least 10 minutes time. And that's a very late set Colossus for a game that wasn't really super aggro at the start. It wasn't crazy. There wasn't proxies he had to defend. You know, it's not like MaNa did a crazy build himself and put the Terran behind. It's just been kind of straight up and standard, and MaNa's position right now doesn't really sell the idea of having been straight up and standard, as he falls a little bit behind. Bunny is pushing on, and now coming down to the bottom of the side. This third base already going to be in some trouble. Nice Revelation at least finds this army, although it doesn't get a couple of the Widow Mines, so they are going to be able to come into the front very easily. Very easily. I don't know what easily is meant to mean at all. Well, Zealots, that's where the Widow Mines are going to become very important, so the Phoenix are important to lift those up. 2 mines off to the left. A couple SCVs going down as a couple of Adepts go across the map. I like that. MaNa finally getting damage done elsewhere as we see those Widow Mines going to start coming in from the left-hand side. Nice splits from MaNa though, although the Immortal takes a shot. It's a little bit unfortunate as we see the kiting backwards here. The medevacs under fire from the Phoenix, but it doesn't feel like it, does it? As we're going to be seeing, well, these Zealots just get pushed away, and then MaNa is left reinforced with more Zealots. I mean, the army of Bunny being reinforced as well here in the near future. Kind of still like it for Bunny at the moment. 7 SCVs went down to those Adepts, so again, that was nice harassment, but MaNa's army just is not currently competitive. He built a Robo Bay, and he just doesn't have the resources or the opportunity to use it, because if he uses the Robo Bay here, realistically, it's not going to last. You know, he's going to die because he's just going to be putting too many resources into units that take too long to build, because Bunny's able to keep up the pressure. And Bunny pushing forwards is still going to be a big threat on this third base. This choke point is really good to use against the Zealots. I mean, the only tech unit here really from MaNa is the 1, now 2 Immortals, and the Phoenix still up in the skies. Well, scan comes down. We do see a couple of Zealots going to get pushed away there. A few more High Templar being warped in, a Robo now being used for Disrupt. Honestly, Disruptor makes a lot of sense. Don't have to wait for any upgrades to make it super good, and obviously there can be that kind of miracle connection unit that you might need in this situation here as MaNa, because Bunny's army is insanely good, but it's still not going to be out in time. MaNa tries to somewhat jump on this, I guess, but I mean, the Liberator sieging as well is just going to be, well, salt in the wound. Phoenix going down. Okay, Grazzi killed the Liberators. That can be your small win here. The Disruptor shot is okay as well. For a moment it was covering a lot of units, then it didn't. Then it blew up and he couldn't kill anything. And now MaNa's third base goes down. Across the map, a couple of Zealots do run on in, but MaNa realizes that will not be Bunny game 3 with MaNa down 0-2. Top left-hand side, our red Protoss player from Team Liquid is indeed MaNa. Up against the blue Terran to the bottom right from Titan X1. Is he still on Titan X1? I think it was Impact that left, wasn't it? Yeah. This is Bunny. Brain too big for streaming, yeah. Brain is too big for streaming, guys. That's the issue here. I'm actually just too smart to be a Twitch streamer. Twitch have asked me about the issue, and they just said, yeah, I actually we haven't seen this before. So it's kind of just a little bit unfortunate, really. It's kind of just a little bit unfortunate. I need to delete some files. My PC is about to run out of space. Did I just delete these ones from September? You know, let's just delete up until October. Let's just do it. We're not going to VOD anything from before then anyways. We have so much other stuff to do. Alright. All good. All good. Alright, so the next is dropping down on the natural. We see an SCV currently playing ring around the natural with this probe. A little bit of a chase there as a command center will drop in. Bunny just being annoyed quite a lot by this probe, honestly. I mean, this is very frustrating. If this was me right now, I'd be out of the game. I'd be done. So done with this stupid... No, it's just silly. I hate it. I hate it. Again, just as a bit of a reminder of what we're doing right now, casting a couple of replays from earlier today. Matches that we didn't see live on the stream, but we would like to see. As you see that probe out to the right side. And there's Reaper coming along as well. Pylon taking some damage and, well, not really much to say about that. Ripper comes up to the top side. Having a little bit of a look around here, looking to see what's going on. You see the Stalker coming out into the center. I'm just trying to apply a little bit of pressure. Hey, I just got sent a code for my Wardy portrait. Hell yeah! Wardy portrait into house. Stalker comes in, picks off that Marine, as we're going to be seeing the Stalker still pushing in. Reaper coming back from the upper left-hand side, and a couple of gateways from MaNa dropping down here as well. So just getting that set up. As again, the Adept, the Stalker, coming up this ramp and just poking around. Kind of nice, though, because it does deny the natural expansion from being mined from, and it is kind of annoying for Bunny to deal with until he gets the Cyclone up. So, again, Bunny just going into Stim Pack, playing a nice macro game here. Nothing crazy, nothing ridiculous. Just getting into a nice long game of StarCraft 2. Not going for any of those crazy proxies we saw on other TVPs today. Like, nothing crazy, nothing overly aggressive either. Just small little drops with follow-up pushes, and again, just really building into the bio before much happens. Getting that early stim game after game. Is it Friday yet? No, if it was Friday, we'd be casting the Friday tournament we've got going on. Gotta get down on Friday. That's the name of the tournament. You guys are going to absolutely hate it, I promise you. I'm going to make you... I mean, Twitch chat picked it. I'm going to make you regret picking it. Stalker still wandering, waddling down into the center. Reaper about to come up and also seeing what it would like to do. Hops up into the main base. Comes all the way along. MaNa with a few Stalkers just going to start pressing forwards. Wouldn't mind. Goes off. Stalkers are lift up, and we're going to be seeing the Stalkers don't have blink yet, so it's kind of like a threatening position to blink into the main, but obviously can't do it at the moment, as we do see the blink is only halfway done, so Bunny will be able to defend. A tank and a bunker on the low ground will be plenty as well, so no real issue at all here. As we do have the Stalkers try to come forwards, but again, the tank, the Marines, able to push it back. Can't really just load up here when there's so many units already in position, right? Otherwise, you probably lose the Prism. It's just going to be a mess. As we do have the units backing away towards the upper left-hand side. Forge dropping down the main base. A couple more gates coming down. That Corona boost on the Robo facility as well. And these Stalkers just gathering themselves in the upper left too. Nexus comes down on the left, and again, so far so good with the +1 attack upgrade. About to finish up in a combat shield upgrade coming in also on this tech lab. Marines scan, and they are able to pick off the Observer, so Observer goes down. Prism from MaNa all the way down to the bottom side. He's just waiting for the opportunity to come in towards the main base here, so just waiting for that option. Bunny has got Stim, remember, so as this Bioforce pushes out with Medivacs and tanks, it is dangerous. But this is why the Prism just coming in now is just a brilliant timing. Just as Bunny wants to get aggro, aggressive on the map, Zealots will kind of make him reconsider at least a little bit, and a good amount of Bio does pull back to go and deal with that. 5 SCVs already going down, and of course the Zealots pull away. The Prism's too far back, actually. Probably could have saved these, but the Prism will still save 2. That's incredible. All Prisms are pretty bonkers, guys. Not gonna lie. As going to be seeing the Stalkers, one of them goes down as well. MaNa just not blinking in time. Still Bunny being the kind of the presence on the map at the moment. This army coming all the way across the left. Single Medivac boosting over. Going to be hanging out here with the Nexus on this third base. Cyclone going to start taking some damage. The Marines pushing in, so Pylon goes down. As you see those Zealots, Immortals, and Sentries starting to come through as well. What's up, Panzen Gaming? Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Just as MaNa is getting aggressive here. Bio pulling back as the tanks. Well, going to get jumped on by some of these Stalkers as well. So Bunny will be cleaned up, but he gets a lot of Stalkers in return. Probably makes up for the cost of the tanks he lost. All but one Stalker going down. MaNa defends the third base though. And that's obviously what's important here for the moment. Although that said, now the Prism's locked onto. These Zealots are abandoned. The reinforcements from Bunny are doing a great job, but Prism dies with that scan. Great decision from Bunny. Still almost the last shot that got it, but it was still count. Dead Prism is a dead Prism. Doesn't matter how close it was. Stalker blinks up to the top. These Zealots running forwards here, and again, this Bio just going to keep on pressing in. This Nexus on the left side goes down. So as that Nexus falls, we're going to be seeing Concussor Shells still coming up. But, I mean, killing the third base is already the beginning of the end, I feel, for MaNa, because, well, Bunny's only on 4 racks. He's about to get a 5th, but losing the third starts to mean that Bunny's kind of put you where he wants you to be. Kind of 2 base on 2 base. And now whatever Bunny does, he can always just expand to get out of this. But Storms are available. Oh! Well, the Storms Waffy will change that up, but here come the extra units on the right side. They weren't in Storms. Tank Fire is helping out quite a lot here. These Immortals are going to go low. Man, still some extra units, and now there's only an Archon left over, so should be able to kill this without taking too much more damage. Extra Zealots running in, the tank taking a few of the hits though, and that's actually going to be able to survive a lot better than the Marines would, so Marines going to keep on coming up here. As you do see the couple of gates just hanging out. We see some Zealots and the Adept charging forwards, and again just going to be seeing the High Templar. Do not get a chance to really do much there. As you see the tank gets taken down. Marines killed fighting. Marines still having a very good time, actually. They will clean up a whole bunch of those Zealots. Still pressing through. High Templar. A little bit of trouble. Bunny just keeps reinforcing, and MaNa is really going to start being in trouble in the next few moments. You see those Marines going to split up, spread out, and get ready to go. As you see tanks still firing away. Warp Gauge is going to be going down here. This is pretty much going to be GG any second now, really, right? I mean, so many Marines. The Storms don't really connect, actually. Tank goes down. Maybe he can push this set of Marines back, but it's just going to be still an endless onslaught of units. One of the Archons goes down, the Immortal under fire, and now the Archon isn't even going to have much of a chance to finish. As soon as it does, it's lifted into a Prism to keep it alive. Another tank gets sieged up, and Bunny has just had too much here. The Prism goes down as well. Man, this 2-base push is deadly. GG. Sugoyo is called. Bunny takes the third game and